We are all a bit unwell, just so you know. My name is Shania Banson, and I have been a filmmaker for the past 11 years. For the past going on 3 years, I've been a full-time director, writer, and producer, and I'm about to deglamorize filmmaking. Ooh, scary. I think a lot of the times people look at filmmaking or being a director or being a writer or being a producer and they see the end result. And yes, the end result is beautiful, it's pretty, it's amazing, it seems fun to be on set, it seems fun to watch different scenes get created. And I understand it all looks so fun and beautiful and amazing. I get it. Oh, do I get it? But after being a filmmaker for the past 11 years, the main thing that I notice is that people glamorize this industry and this profession and this job more than anything else. And I think it's because the people who are in this job, similar to what Spike Lee said recently in an interview, it's that you get to wake up every day and go and do something that you love. What they don't realize is that I call it filmmaker crack. That's what I call it. We are all a bit unwell, just so you know. We are all a bit unwell because the truth about filmmaking is that there's nothing glamorous about it. We just love what we do because we are all on Filmmaker. You get to wake up every day. If you have a normal job, you get to wake up every day, go to a job, come home, you know when you're getting paid on time, you know you only could do 8 hours within the day. If you want to do overtime, sometimes you do overtime. Let me pause right there. This is coming from somebody who has worked at multiple different corporations. I always had a 9 to 5 and a 5 to 9. Like I said, it's only been the past nearly 3 years that I've been a full-time filmmaker. I've lived both lives. I've lived multiple lives, but I lived both lives. I'll get into that on another day. If you want to hear the story, you could probably read it on LinkedIn somewhere. If you have a normal job, you get normalcy. Nothing is consistent. Nothing is always. Some months you're making 5 figures, 6 figures. Some months you're not. If you're of a different demographic or of a different parent, you may get other fortunes that other people cannot. Being a filmmaker, starting out, you are fighting for your life. You are fighting for your life. And I say fighting for your life, I'm not even getting to the part of doing the job yet. I'm talking about just living, the just living part. What do you think all those writers did when there was a writer's strike and they couldn't book jobs? Those people were unemployed for months. Even after that, the industry still has not recovered because this isn't a job that you just have this one contract and it continues on. People have to call you. They have to call you. You have to wait on a producer or somebody to come and hire you each and every time. Please recognize that filmmakers every day, no matter what position they play in the film, most of the time are fighting for their lives. Most of them have a day job and the side job is being a filmmaker. It is not something that you can easily do full time. It is like every other type of freelance work. You have to have multiple streams of income. It's quite literally being a business owner. Being a filmmaker is also being a business owner. You are running yourself as a business. As you know, as any other business owner will know, that is not consistent and is stressful. Now let's get into the work of it. These aren't 8-hour days, sweetheart. Oh no, these aren't 8-hour days. We're talking about 12 or maybe 10 if you're lucky, 12 on a bad day, 14 if we go into OT, but they'll get you dinner. These are long days. This is hard work. And you think that long day you're getting that film done. No, sweetheart. That's one 12-hour day of 7-day shoot. You thought. Then if you are on the creative side of being a filmmaker, so if you are a director, I am a director, you are on the premium filmmaker. Okay, you are on the good stuff. Okay, some people, they got the other stuff. This is the premium. This is the cream of the crop. And that's not me saying that it's above anything. It's saying that there's a different level of addiction. There's a different level of cuckoo that you are on being a director. This is about mental. You have a vision up here that you, more than anything in your body, want to get out. It is not something that I can even properly verbalize. It is a feeling that will debilitate you to get this vision out, right? So let's say you do have the opportunity to get this vision out. honestly, I'm still working on it to this day, but give yourself props for getting through there. Give yourself props for getting through there. Even as a director, if you get through production, if you get through pre-production and make it to production, that's amazing. But once you get through production, give yourself props. A lot of people make it through production. When all these, amazing, successful filmmakers said, oh, pick up your iPhone and go and do it, people did. I wasn't one of them. No. But people did. And then they met post-production and they didn't make it through that. There are some people who got through post-production and they came out on the other end and they're probably still not happy with their project. And then there's people who are fighting for their lives in post-production to make sure that the vision they had in their head still continues on and makes it to the end. But the process of that is not easy. Why? Because like anything, things need refinement. It's for the betterment of the story. It's for the story. So your vision now gets thrown out the window. We got your vision in production. That doesn't matter in post-production. This is your time to truly make sure that the story makes sense. Production is for you, director. Post-production is for the audience. But again, filmmaking is art. Art does not have rules. So do with this what you will. I'm just talking about truly trying to be an impactful filmmaker that resonates with audiences. In post-production, it's not about whether or not you want to keep your dolly shot. It's not about whether or not this shot is so cool and you want to get your shots off and you want people to see that you have a fire DP and that you know what to do with camera movements and you're able to frame well and you have great angles. It's not about that. If that shot, if that scene, if that whatever does not fit the story, you're going to have to cut it. And the psychological toll that will take on you as the person on the cream of the crop is tough. It is tough. I'll give you a quick little story time. I was going through debilitating stress one night because I was at another stage in the post-production process and I had to cut so many things. I had to strip so many things from the film just to make sure we got to the root of the story. And that hurts. It hurt mentally. It's hard. It's tough. It's not glamorous at all. It's mentally taxing. It's a lot. What is amazing though is that you love what you do. You love what you do because again, cream of the crop. You just went through all of that mental turmoil. You sat and you turned and you twisted and you told yourself that you're a terrible director and the reason you have to cut all these things out is because you butchered the film. All these things, and then you'll sit up the next day with a fresh mind and you're like, oh wow, that's amazing. I kind of love that I did that. I don't necessarily know whether or not this was deglamorizing filmmaking, but I do hope that it tells you it takes your whole body, your mind, your spirit. You're giving that to the world. What was originally in your mind has to be stripped down. You finally got it out and that was amazing, but now you have to watch it get stripped away just for the world to accept it. I don't know why that's so glamorous, because we get to go to award shows and festivals and people tell you congratulations. What is glamorous about that? You can make a movie poster, put 50 laurels on it. Nobody will ever see the film. And you can post it and get the same exact congratulations. When will I see the film will be the question you'll be asked for years on to come. And you'll be like, oh, coming soon. And nobody will ever bat an eye. They'll still be proud of you. If you want to be a filmmaker because you want the congratulations, you don't even have to make the film. You can just lie. Just lie to the internet. People do it every day. Just lie to the internet. Don't put yourself through the stresses of actually being a filmmaker if you just want it for the congratulations. Because if you actually want to be a filmmaker and you actually want to do the work, I need you to know there's nothing glamorous about it. So when you get those congratulations, when you get all those things, it may not feel the same because you're going to be like, y'all have no idea. Thank you. You're going to literally just be like, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Amazing. Thank you. Can't appreciate it so much because nobody saw the pain and the anguish and the long nights and the 10 hours, 30 hours, 20 plus hours of edits. And they're not going to see everything that it took to get there. The making of it is the high. That's the high. The making of it is the high. Because I don't think there's anything after the making of it that actually fulfills you the same way as the making of it. Because that is where the true fulfillment comes from. That's when you actually get to get it out of your body. Once it's out, all right, it's out. Now we got to go to business. It's out. Now we got to move on. When you're watching your film, even especially as the director, and I don't know any director who has said anything other than this. So if you are one, kudos to you. But most directors don't even like watching their old stuff. They can't stand it. Why? Because it's not exactly what they saw in their head. That was my on-set talk of the day, deglamorizing filmmaking.